What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Solving video. And today we're going to be doing a theory on the Globglogabgalab. If you don't know the Globglogab, he's from the Stravinsky in the Mysterious House. Here's a link here. So in the Stravinsky in the Mrs. House, after they go down in the basement, there's just a bunch of books. The books start singing. What I'm thinking is the books are infected by the yeast in thoughts and minds. So if you don't know the Globglogabgalab, that's not his true form. The Globglogabgalab is the most powerful entity in the whole movie. He was originally an elf, but the yeast infected him and by the books, and it made him fat and chubby. So all he cares for is knowledge. And if you don't know in the song, it says "Swibby Liber Kind." What I'm thinking is that's his kind of elf. That's what kind of elf he is. So right here is going to be the normal elf in the movie. And he has pure hatred towards him. I don't know why. I don't know if but he also seems like he's protecting him in the movie. So that's that's what I say about the movie. Like, he's like protecting the elf, and whenever he comes in the basement, the Globglogabgalab says no, like in this clip right here.
Serious, are you? You think the Rat King?
Yeah, and they always talk about like this queen, the Scarlet Queen, and what I'm thinking about is she has something to do with the Globglogabgalab's performance, because in the movie it says that the Globglogabgalab knows the Scarlet Queen and fears it. Every entity in the house fears the Scarlet Queen, except, you know what? The cello. What I'm thinking is they're friends. That's what I'm thinking about in the movie. But the Globglogabgalab, I'm thinking the Scarlet Queen also has some yeast, because in the movie you don't ever see the Scarlet Queen. And in the movie, in the short film, it portrays the elf as the bad guy. Like the elf right here. The Globglogabgalab genuinely, I don't really understand his lyrics, because it says "swoobly dabbly blibber kind," and the yeast and thoughts and minds. And without a doubt, the Globglogabgalab is the strongest, most independent character in the whole movie. He makes the movie, because you don't know if he got 1.3 million views, I think. I might be wrong, like in this thing right here. That's what I was, and also like the books, how they start singing, that's yeast, because what I'm thinking is that when he was in his elf form, he came over to the house, and the Scarlet Queen, pretty sure they used to be friends. Like, here's the timeline: him coming to the house, and then him meeting the Scarlet Queen and becoming friends, and then something happened. I think that's when he transformed, when he went down in the basement and read a book that was infected by the yeast and all thoughts and minds. Because in the eyes, I think the thing that created the Globglogabgalab, I think Globglogabgalab's his perfect creation. But then when he read the yeast and thoughts and minds, it transformed him, and all he's craving is this, and he survives on it. And then after that, I think the Scarlet Queen drew hatred towards him, and that's the time period where the elf came. Then after the elf came, him and Globglogabgalab were always together in the movie. He's trying to protect the Globglogabgalab, or no, the Globglogabgalab is trying to protect him. And it's weird how they find a pot of gold just sitting in the dirt. Who would bear that right at the entrance? I would think they would bear that in the woods somewhere. I still don't know, that it's unknown, but my question is, how did the yeast and thoughts of mind get inside of the books? It's like they were targeting the Globglogabgalab. I want to know, here's a theory, that the Globglogabgalab's when he was in elf form, he buried that pot of gold. That's his gold. So that's my theory of the Globglogabgalab. See you guys in the next one. Peace.